Hey everybody. Thought I'd do a quick update. Um, there's a lot of things going on in my life right now. Um, I just got back from Mexico on the 15th of May. I spent 5 months in Mexico. I traveled all the way from Puerto Vallarta to Huatuco, Mexico. Uh, was a fantastic time. It was a great learning experience to find out that if I wanted to live in Mexico, could I afford to live in Mexico? Could it be done? Did I even like Mexico? Would I even consider living in Mexico? The answer to all of that is yes. Um, I'm not going to move to Mexico full time at this point, but it's an option. It's absolutely an option. It's a beautiful country, beautiful people. Right now, I'm back in the U.S. I knew the bus had some problems. It's got some engine problems. It had some transmission problems. I didn't know the extent of it. I've had the bus for 7 years. I've been traveling with it for 6 because it took a year to build. I pulled Jeeps with it, which probably wasn't a really good idea. I think that was a little more than the bus could do. I've spent a lot of time in the Rocky Mountains, up the hills and down the hills. And she does fine, man. She climbs the hills great. She doesn't do it in a hurry, but she does it fine. Well, the day came, the transmission shot. I had to have it completely rebuilt. And I really screwed up because let me teach you a lesson here that need to get out of the sun. I was doing good till the sun came out. I was doing really good, but I failed to ask for an estimate. Always ask for an estimate. And then if you have a target amount of money that you can spend, tell the mechanic, look, we can't go over this amount. And I didn't do that. I gave him a free rein to my bank account, and man, I mean to tell you, I'm not saying that he ripped me off. I don't know what it costs to rebuild an Allison transmission. I think $12,000 was absolutely ridiculous for a transmission, but I don't know. It's been a long time since I've been in the trucking world, so I don't know. At any rate, it's too late for all that. It's already done. Transmission's being put in. But I'll tell you where the changes are going to come. I can no longer afford to operate the school bus on a regular basis. What does that mean? Well, I'm only going to use the school bus for things I have to use it for, like going to North Dakota for the sugar beet harvest. I have to have a place to stay, and I have to have a way to get up there. So the bus will be used to go to North Dakota and come back. I'm in the process of making arrangements to leave the bus at my son's place in Texarkana. Then, after the harvest this year, probably in November, I'm going to be looking for a van or a small box truck, like on a 1-ton frame. I don't want anything over a 1-ton frame. Absolutely don't. I need more gas mileage, need more fuel mileage. The bus gets 7 miles to a gallon. So, I always tell everybody, if you want to go somewhere in a school bus, you got to really want to go. I'd like to have about 10, 12 miles to a gallon. Would be a huge improvement. I've talked to enough people to understand that repairs on a 1-ton chassis are a lot cheaper than they are on a Freightliner chassis, because very few people will work on a school bus. It has to go to a big shop because it's a big bus. Big shops charge big money, $160 to $200 an hour labor rate. Yeah, that adds up real fast. So, going to be some big changes. Probably in 2026, you're going to see me in a van or something on a 1-ton chassis. In January, I'm also planning on going to Jamaica for about 3 months. And I'm going to do some island hopping. I'm going to hop all over Jamaica and all over the Caribbean to the islands, providing I can afford it. Mexico was fairly reasonable. Not as cheap as everybody thinks it is, but still a lot cheaper than the U.S. Very doable for someone on a retirement income. And we're going to go check out Jamaica and the islands. So, but yeah, next year we're going to scale down. I'm just going to probably leave the bus at my son's house, and it can just stay there. Unless someone wants to offer me a great deal of money for it, then I might sell it. But I'm not, at this point, I'm not real concerned about selling it. But anyway, that's an update on my life and what's going on. And hope to see you out there somewhere. Peace out, hippies.